This is Corey.
And Patricia.
And we are talking, and this is the name of our podcast.
We are talking.
And this is, if you haven't heard about Anchor Podcast, it's a free podcast. It's a free app where you can download your podcast. Right. They create certain tools that allow you to edit your own podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor, they're going to distribute your podcast, whether it's to Spotify, Apple, Google, or many more places. You also can make money from your podcast with no minimal listeners. It's easier. It's everything you need to make it a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Go.
Welcome, everybody. This is Corey.
This is Patricia.
And this is Corey and Patricia talking. And welcome to a new episode of our podcast.
Welcome.
Greetings, everyone, to this Sunday. The Sunday, October the, what's the day? October the 4th? October the 4th, 2020. All right. This is a new podcast. This is a topic my wife wanted to talk about. Just go ahead. You take it from here.
I just want to talk about marriage, what couples go through. But I want to talk about a topic, maybe 4 topics that we can talk on, different topics of an episode. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like tonight, I want to talk about communication.
Yeah, I made that list. You talk, about communication.
Yeah.
Forgiveness, secrets, and just,
No, let's switch that up. I want to talk about forgiveness. And tomorrow not tomorrow, but in the middle of the week we talk about communication. How about that?
Okay, we could just still talk about all those things. Like at least a couple of them. So you want to just do one today?
Yeah.
Okay, we talking about what?
What you want to do, Corey?
Okay, what are we talking about? Forgiveness?
Okay, we talk about forgiveness.
Okay.
You want to do 2 topics?
We can just talk about forgiveness then, make it a...
Forgiveness and communication, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
They go hand in hand.
Yes, it does. So, we got that out the way. We're going to first start off with forgiveness. I would say, Lord, forgiveness. We're going to talk about that. I would like to say when you marry,
yes,
it's a beautiful thing when you're married.
Yes.
When you first get together and you married that first year, everything lovely, everything good, everything like, whoa, okay. But then when you get in a few years, maybe I say into the 5 mark year.
Sometimes it can start early.
For some people.
Some people, it just depends.
Yeah, for some people. Because some people do divorce with 6 months. Some people do divorce in a year.
It don't have to be a divorce. You can have those
But they do, though. They do.
While you dating?
Of course, but I'm just saying. I'm talking about marriage. Some people get married with the quickness. They divorce with the quickness. Some of them. 3 months, 6 months.
Some
year,
people get engaged in 3 years and be married for 50 years.
I'm trying to go somewhere.
Okay.
Man.
Okay.
Okay, so, with that being said, what?
Go ahead.
What? I just want to stick with marriage.
Just take your time.
Yeah,
you flowing through this like a rocket blasting in outer space. Just
I'm trying. You keep saying about dating and stuff, but I know all that. But I just want to stay with a specific topic, marriage. Being married, like I said, being married is a beautiful thing. And during the marriage, some people have, be on cloud 9.
Yeah.
Some people perceive to others like everything's good, everything's okay,
yeah,
everything's lovey-dovey, and also they perceive as, some couples perceive as, oh, we got it all together, things are paid, we ride in nice cars, we got nice houses, we got great jobs,
Mm-hmm.
And some people, perceive as to others, okay, we living in a poor community, but still got nice things, and we still got together. And we holding on. We good. We like, whoa. But people don't know. Some people don't know when they look at people in like that some people really be going through.
Everybody go through, in my opinion.
In a marriage,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it be like they hold on to things that really should be let go, especially if you already talked about it,
Yeah.
especially if you communicated about it, but still that person still hold on to that unforgiveness, pain, hurt. I just want to talk about that a little bit. You got a comment you want to make on that?
You go ahead. I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Like I'm saying, just take your time and talk. You blasting off. You going 100 miles an hour right now.
God, I'm excited.
Go ahead.
Because I'm excited to talk about it.
Go ahead while I collect my thoughts.
It's been on me. It's been on me for a while.
Okay.
Let me slow down then. Okay. Some people, some marriage. As a woman, I go from a woman perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Some have problems being obedient. Doing what they're supposed to do. Cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, then going to work, then see about, children or grandchildren.
Sometimes people look at that as the old school way.
Right. Yeah.
Got a lot of new school stuff going on. A lot of people,
Explain new school, like.
What I mean by new school, just a lot of people don't cook now. Everybody eat out.
Right.
Some people are getting married and don't want kids, or coming together with blended families. So the situations are different.
Yeah.
Some people are getting married older. Their kids are already adults, and they just finding companionship. So it's different situations.
Yeah.
When people get married, it's not like you dated someone for a year, 60 years ago, and 18 to 19, you married that person, and you were married till death, and you had kids and grandkids. It's like a different. It's just different now.
Yeah.
But I think all of those issues always existed, though. Back then people just didn't express it a lot.
Yeah.
They were just like, well, I'm married, till death. Now you got a lot of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people divorced in the first couple
and
years.
And there's a lot of temptation, as well. On both parties, on both sides.
Yeah, I think temptation has always been out there.
Yeah.
Always been.
So that person got to be like strong-willed, strong-minded. They got to, really hold on to that companion that they married.
Yeah, and a lot of times things go on in the marriage. One of them may have cheated early. Just say, for instance, we're going to use an example. Say the man cheated, but the wife decided to stay with him.
Mm-hmm.
And through thick and thin. But he, or vice versa.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that stuck with guys that done, they may not have went and had outside kids.
Yeah.
But that was, some people still do it now, but you don't really see that a lot. Because now people get divorced quick, man.
Real quick.
I'm not compatible. I got to go. And you see people that have 3, 4, 5 marriages.
Yeah.
And I want you to go ahead and pick it up because you seem passionate about it.
Yeah.
You got more to say on it.
You're right. You're exactly right. You got to be compatible, of course, with that person. But some people marry different. Like a rich guy married a poor girl, way out of his, ordinary,
mm-hmm.
But he still loves her inside out,
You also got the unequally yoked marriages.
Yeah.
Person that's
explain it.
Like you explain, you in church or something.
Yeah.
You married the church girl, or vice versa, or the girl married the church guy. You know, one of their lives, and they're trying to, but they're not really living. We're gonna say the Christian lifestyle. They're still doing other stuff, like drinking, smoking. Unless you're Catholic, they love to drink, smoke.
Yeah.
Or just not committed to the Christian lifestyle. One can be and one not. Like back in the day, you used to hear comedians say, when they would go to church, they would be the church where some would be the church for both of their parents. I used to hear some comedians be like, I think I heard Cedric Entertainer said that one time. Be at church with your mama and them. He was talking about how that one preacher get up there and get to speak. Oh, not him. So your mama call your daddy to turn the greens off because he don't never go to church. Mm-hmm. He had a lot of that. They would go, or he would occasionally go, or vice versa. And maybe the man would go and the woman would occasionally go.
Right.
So you had that unequally yoke.
Yeah.
Where that other lifestyle is pulling on that person.
Right.
Or they trying to give something up. So a lot of times that can have troubles in a marriage. Sometimes people may get married out of convenience.
What's convenient?
Convenient, yeah, or they thought they loved that person, but they just wanted to be in a relationship. You hear people say settled all the time.
Or they don't want to be alone.
They don't want to be alone.
Right.
Yeah. That can lead into bad relationships.
Yeah.
People that you hear, certain women, they say they can't be alone, so they be in relationship after relationship after relationship.
Mm-hmm.
After relationship. There's some guys like that too.
Yeah, of course.
I hear mostly women say that they're not used to being single for no longer than 6 months, so they got to be in a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
And when you get that going on, or you get the guy
or the guy
too, and he's not. He may have been. I'm not gonna say it wasn't love when someone gets married. Someone can get married after a couple of years or even a couple of months. It's like it's not for me. And you know what they say when on the divorce. With something differences when they divorce. You see a lot of politicians being married quite a lot.
Right.
Just a lot of people. Or it could be something with work can do it.
Yeah.
Got the man or the woman that works all the time. Or they travel with their job a lot. And you don't see your spouse a lot.
Yep, that's it.
You don't see your kids. That can have an effect on the marriage.
Yeah, she be wanting to spend time. She be wanting that alone time with her husband. She been with the kids all day, or vice versa.
Or if he's traveling or she's traveling, one of those traveling folks at work, they gotta go to somewhere else for a week or two. They got a business meeting, across the country. They got to go and do something in this state. And we had that similar with us when I had the opportunity to go up in Illinois and work for a while. I was trying to work and get some extra money. Mm-hmm. And I was there, about 3 or 4 months? 3 or 4 months?
Yeah.
And that's when you first started work. You started back working part-time.
Yeah.
If you weren't working, you could have came with me. But I was like, well, I was going to come. And I wanted to stay because, I was getting extra money. I was getting that per diem, per month.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay longer, and I know that I had a wife back here in South Carolina. Was that tough on you?
It was because
when
be honest,
we were married.
Yeah.
And it affected me when I was up there. When I was laying in the bed, you would roll over. I'm used to you being there. I'm rolling over. It ain't nothing there. But it bothered me, but I had not that much time because I was working a lot. I was working like 50, 60 hours a week. So I didn't have time to really think. I'm working 10-hour days and going in and working on the weekend.
Yeah, it bothered me too. Because
I worked a lot, but you laying here,
yeah,
you used to me being in the bed and I'm not here.
Yeah.
I won't say they put a strain from my perspective, but I don't know about yours.
Yeah. I mean, I really did. I really did miss you. I really did. And I was thinking, like, thoughts was going in my mind. What if you don't come back? What if you just left me here? That's the devil,
I mean, you're going to think that you used to be with somebody, don't see them, but they in another state working.
And then daughter would leave me here by myself, and I'm like, oh my God. So I couldn't make her stay because she's grown. So yeah. So I would say it was a strain on me as well. And I was also upset, mad, and especially when you wanted me to come to Chicago, Illinois. So I did that, and I was upset. I was really upset that he made me get on the plane and, oh yeah, I just want you to experience it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was upset. I really was.
But you had just started working too.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't, you switch jobs?
I was switching at the time. I hadn't started yet, but I was switching.
Yeah.
I was in that week span.
And I was like, if nothing happened, you could have just came up there with me. I would have stayed longer.
Yeah.
If you would have, got that other job.
Yeah.
I would have stayed. You would have came up there and stayed with me. I would have stayed about a year. Cause that sweet per diem per month, man.
Yeah.
You missed that extra money. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
But also, let's get back on the thing of forgiveness.
Yeah. On that topic, I just want to point out the main thing. Forgiveness. If your spouse hurt you in a way that you think there's no coming back, and then that person tell you, okay, I'm sorry, please forgive me, but that person's still holding on to that,
whatever, that hurt or
that hurt. I would say that hurt that they significant other caused them.
But sometimes it don't have to be hurt. It can be trust. Trust is a big thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah.
That trust, you like, is this person, can I 100% trust this person? You might say I can 70% trust this person, but are they gonna go when things get tough? Are they gonna be honest with me almost? Are they gonna keep that secret again? Whatever secret, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Trust is a big thing too. You person have to gain your trust back.
Yeah. So how would you say gaining that?
You said what now?
How would you say gaining that trust back to earn that person's trust? If that person tell that person that, okay, I'm sorry, forgive me, but I know in my heart that, I know in my heart that I would forgive that person.
Well, time. Communication, what we talking about now, and time. They say time heals all wounds.
Yeah, I used to hear that a long time ago. Yeah.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't.
Yeah, but it has to, because time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
Time, it really should, because as time progresses, you get older, you get more mature.
Yeah.
And
you probably don't want to go through that again. So I don't want to go through that situation again, or whatever that situation you're in.
Yeah. Some people can just say, okay, I forgive you, okay, I trust you, but don't really believe that themselves.
Sometimes they can believe. They can have trigger points. Something can trigger that. Anything can trigger that.
Oh, get out of here.
It can just bring back that memory of the time that person.
Yeah.
They feel like that person done something. It can be, they can not forget about it, but it could not be on their mind.
Yeah.
But an argument.
Yeah, any little small thing.
Something can trigger that.
Yeah.
All that anger comes
back. Get out of here, you know what you did to me.
And then you go back to that situation when you got hurt on. You mad about something, and then that comes back in your head.
Yeah.
And then you get into all that. That can fuel your rage sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Paul said in the Bible, that thing ought not to be so. Mm-hmm. But we are human, like you always say, we're human.
You're human.
Mm-hmm. So I just, if this goes on in your life, or a marriage couple's life, talk about it, communicate about it. Don't just hold it in. Don't just let all that stuff build up, heaviness and hurt. Just trust issues. Don't just let it build up because you can snap one day.
I think it can build up because you.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You can see all these people that have been married most of their adult life. Then they're divorced in their 70s or something.
Yeah, they be married like 30 and 40, 50 and 60 years.
Then divorced. So something have been building up.
Yeah, and you'd be like,
you be together that long. You gonna
that
be together.
Person is the only person that you ever known.
You're gonna be with 45 years, and you gonna
I'm
be like, you know what?
What? Are you kidding me?
I'm out of this.
And that person knows you like the back of their hand, but you want to get a divorce and possibly have somebody else in mind. You know.
Well, it's happened a lot. And I always wonder, what is that? I think a lot of that happens with stuff over the years.
That builds up.
It builds up, and once their kids become adults, a lot of people stay in marriage because of the kids. They'll stay in marriage because of the kids, but once their kids hit, and I'm guessing, I can only what I'm thinking. I never spoke to anybody who's had this happen, who was an older person who's been in I say married for more than 30 years, and all of a sudden be like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. After 30 years, or 40 years, or 50 years.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that, so that stuff do pile up.
Yeah.
And, I think once the kids become adults, they're gone. You know what? I don't want to be with you no more. And they divorced. I always wonder what's the reason. I'm not 100% sure, because only you can get that by speaking to a group of people who've been through that, who's been married most of their life, then all of a sudden just, I'm finished. I don't want to. And you see a lot of people getting, I think I read something about it. Let me look something up. Saw something about that. I always wondered why. And I think once the kids get adults, a lot of them have grandkids, and they just like, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You go ahead and speak on something.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Just, I would say, stay with them. Stay with that person. You've been together that long. I mean, just talk about it. Communicate. Because that's the only person that you known. Now, unless you just want to get out of the relationship and be like, okay, whatever, you did this and you did that, and you continue to do this, but never apologize. Just stuff like that, but still y'all been together like 40, 30 and 40 years, Communicate. Let that person know how you really feel, even though you told them specifically that you're sorry. Forgive them. I'm sorry. Forgive that your significant other, because it you don't know what heaven is be lifted off of that person. You don't know what blessings that could be held back because of your unforgiveness. Wow. You just don't know what the Lord is doing in this hour.
Okay, I was looking up something on midlife divorces. I always wondered about that. I don't know how old. This is old. I'm thinking I find something new.
Yeah.
It's an old thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Speak on something while I'm looking this stuff up.
I said something.
Go ahead.
But as I was saying, forgive that person,
Okay, this one a couple years ago.
See?
Go ahead, sweetheart. Just finish.
Like God could be holding something back from you. It don't just come as a form of money. It comes in the form as healing. Or your kids, your grandchildren, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, or that unsaved loved one. So forgive that person, You just never know what God is doing, like I said, in this hour. Continue.
Okay. I found this on MarketWatch. It's from 2018. The other one's from 2010. It might have been relevant. But I was trying to look for something that was recently. This from 2018. It said, this is why baby boomers are divorcing at a stunning rate. It said, looking ahead to the next phase of life can seem pretty dreadful if you can't stand the person you're spending it with. That may be what some boomers are facing. Among U.S. adults ages 50 and older, The divorce rate has roughly doubled since the 1990s, according to a Pew Research report. It's a stat. I can't even speak. Statistical. What is that? I can't even. I'm struggling.
Statistically.
I'm so tongue tied. Say it again. I don't know why I'm struggling today.
Corey,
I got you doing it. Okay, it said speaking statistically. I don't know why I can't speak today. It said speaking, we are healthier and probably going to be living a lot longer, possibly 30 years longer than the average retirees once did. The surge in late in life or gray divorce is one possibly unintended consequences to this so-called longevity bonus. It said what's pushing gray divorces? People are living longer and they feel more entitled to living their life, living fully. They have contributed to raising their kids, like we spoke to earlier. They want an emotional journey, and it's their time now. Wow. They're also saying that this is combined with the reduced stigma of divorce. You know, back in the day, divorce, it was a stigma to it.
Yeah.
Like I seen a lot of people who's in bad marriages or they put up with their spouse. You know, like they're saying that person that was cheating with them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that man that cheated with them that had other kids outside the marriage.
Yeah.
A lot of times, though, back in the day, the woman stuck with them.
Yeah,
it said because of religion and society attitudes.
Religion, I would say, most definitely.
Religion, you know, all that stuff is changing now. We're becoming more, you know, relaxed with that stuff. He said people feel more financially stable, especially if both partners have careers, but there are some serious downsides to divorce at this stage in life. It tends to be less financially secure than married or widow adults, particularly among women. And living alone at older ages can be detrimental to one's financial comfort. For men, when they socialize. Yeah, I feel all that. Okay, I guess living longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also gray divorces. I'm reading this stat. They call it gray divorces. Where older people that did divorce are more likely among those who have been married multiple times too. It said only 8% was their first marriage. 16% they've been married their second marriage. So a lot of times people that's older has been married 2 times. That's 19%. I'm saying, okay. They're looking at the rates.
Yeah.
Most people get divorced in their first 9 years of marriage. 21%. 10 to 19, 17%. 20 to 29, 13%.
Yeah.
30 to 39 years, 9%. And 40 plus years, 4%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I want to talk about tonight. And, you know, but in the middle of the week, I want to talk about
more communication. We didn't really speak on a lot of communication today.
Yeah.
So we could do that a little bit more.
Most definitely. I most definitely want to continue this.
We can make this a series. So this will be marriage, or whatever. It'll be part 1.
Marriage topic 1.
It'll be marriage, forgiveness, and we still put communication. We just put marriage, forgiveness, and communication. We ain't got to put part 1. We just put marriage. This will be part 1.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one will be marriage and whatever, communicate. Just marriage and forgiveness.
Yeah, it's most definitely some things I need to talk about. But, you know, I'm going to mix that in with faith and belief, the difference, too. I'm going to mix that in because I know I've been talking about that for a while. So I'm most definitely going to have some things to talk about. We both are. So we're going to have our our stuff together. So bear with us.
This is a good topic my wife brought up. You started speaking about it yesterday. I was like, we could have talked about it yesterday. But it doesn't matter. It's easy to do this podcast. We just click record because we don't do that much editing.
Yeah.
Just click record and we just go.
Yeah, because we want to be like I said, we want to be real as much as we can. We want to be truthful as much as as we can.
Yes.
We don't want to sugarcoat nothing. Don't want to hide anything, because I know now in these trying times, people want to hear realness.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. That's what I want to hear.
Oh yeah.
I don't care how bad it hurts. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay.
You always tell me what's on your mind. Say it. Well, blah, 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 blah. No, man, I don't want to hear it.
Really?
So anything you got to add more on this?
No, that's it. That's it. I'm done.
I want to thank y'all for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to make this, I guess, a series.
Yeah.
This will be part 1. Maybe marriage and forgiveness. I guess it'll just be under the marriage thing, like a series. All right, we want to thank y'all for joining. This is Corey.
This is Patricia.
Patricia talking. And want y'all to enjoy the Sunday evening and have a nice week, nice and productive week. Y'all take care.